Alrighty. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for the Draw Along show. It is Wednesday, which means we are doing the first of two shows for this week. Same time tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, for some all-ages drawing fun. Now, I notice we have some new folks joining us today. I want to say hello to everybody. What's up, Judith? How you doing? Melissa's here, and I see Steve and Alan and Gareth. Some of our old favorites are back as well. I always appreciate when people tune in, like Ubicorn, what's up? Nice to see you, Uriel, as well. Mercurial's here. Wonderful to see you all, and thank you for joining for the Draw Along show. Weather's looking really nice. Been taking the bikes out for a spin lately because we can just, ride, and it is going to get a little hot, but so what? I send my kids out, I say, you got to go for a long ride, whether you like it or not. Hey, folks, why do bikes fall over all the time? Well, they're too tired. So bad. All right. It's time for us to do some drawing. Now, to do these drawings, you need something to draw with. So that could be a pencil, a pen, a marker, a crayon, a stick. It could be a nice old TV antenna that you dug up out of the junk, and you could dip that in some mustard and draw all over the walls with it. It doesn't matter to me. Pick what you like. Draw with what makes you feel happy. We're all about happiness on this show. Okay, the other thing you have to know about this show is to do these drawings, you have to be able to do three very simple things, and they are a straight line, which I need to be able to actually draw myself. Oh, there we go. I can do it. Whew, thank goodness. I was worried. You have to be able to do a zigzag. Okay, could be any direction, right? Could be like this, kind of like a wider one. Sometimes they're narrow, sometimes they're tiny, sometimes they're big, but they're all zigzags, folks. And last but not least, certainly not least because it's so beautiful, a curvilinear line. That's an S curve. That's a C curve. Could go this way, could go that way. If you can do those three simple things, and I know you can follow along and you can draw with me. And today's drawing has a special theme. Okay, and it's going to be connected to our Who Made That for the day as well. All right, a little bit of a connection. Now, to get started, we are going to do a modified triangle. This triangle is going to have curved sides to it. All right, let me show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to draw a slightly curved line like this, and it is angling down towards a center point. Okay, now what I want to do is from that center point, I want to move up and away at the same angle and hit about the same spot in reverse. So I'm basically mirroring what I did over on this side. Okay, so take a look at that for a second and ask yourself, is it wider than it is tall? The answer is yes. It is wider than it is tall. And I did say it's going to be a triangle, so we need three sides, do we not? And the third side is also going to be slightly curved, which means I need to come from here to there. And I'm just going to curve it slightly, like so. Now take your time with this, okay? Take your time with this. That is the beginning of our drawing. How big is that? Well, if you're drawing on a piece of paper, which most of you are, I imagine, I'd say it's about the total distance from here to here, maybe an inch, inch and a half, something like that. But you should draw it the size that makes you feel comfortable. And remember, if you are drawing with that TV antenna on the wall, everything you do is going to be bigger anyway. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing out there? Following along? Let's see. Caitlin's here. Nice to see you. New Sheen is here. Hey, all right. Hope you liked my joke. I see some smiling faces there, some laughing faces. All righty. Moving on. We are going to start at the bottom here, and we're going to do another curved triangle, sort of, kind of. One side's going to be straight. All right, check this out. Different angle this time. See how this is kind of like outwards? We're moving in this direction. We're moving out, okay? Almost getting closer to a horizontal line, right? But we're not doing that this time. This time we're going a little closer to vertical. Okay, so down from here to about there. Check it out. Slight curve down to about there. Okay? Same on this side, slight curve down to about there. Now compare those two all right, areas. We have this area and we have this area. This one is wider than it is tall. This one's going to be taller than it is wide. And we're just going to connect those, okay? And that has a straight line. Okay, so slightly different from this one in its construction. All right. Now what do we do? Okay, check it out. Look at the center of this drawing. Imagine you've got a line coming all the way down the center, and from there, right here, this straight line we drew, we're going to drop one down about that far. Now you might ask, but Kyle, how far is that? Okay, my answer to you would be to look at the distance from here to here, and do something roughly that length. Roughly that length. Could be a little shorter, a little longer, about the same, something like that. Alrighty. Now, from here, we're going to do this. I'm going to do a curve, okay? And then I'm going to level it out. We're going to curve and then level it out like that. Blah, 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 blah. And then same here. Curve, level it out. Curious. What are we drawing? Does anybody have any ideas what this could be? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Throw your guesses in the chat. Now, from here, we're going to come down to there. Right there. Check it out. Slight curve, slight curve, slight curve, and connect. Okay? Slight curve and connect. Are they completely symmetrical? The answer is no. And you needn't worry about that. We're not all about perfection on this show. Far from it. Far from it, folks. Okay, now, here comes something interesting. From this little area here, okay, we're going to do something cool. Check it out. From here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw a line down to there. Okay, see that? It crossed through the other line and came down. Now from here, we're going to cross through and come down. And then from here, okay, inside, we're going to do that again. We're going to cross and come down, cross and come down. This is so weird, isn't it? Cross, cross. No idea what's going on. All right, now from here, we're going to go up and over, up and over. What an interesting pattern we've just made there. What an interesting pattern. Still don't know what we're drawing. All right, folks. Next, we're going to do a curvilinear line, and this is going to be an S-curve. Now, you do not have to do the same S-curve I do. You can make your own. Doesn't matter, I promise. Check it out. I'm going to go like this and like that. And then on this side, I'm going to go like that. They are not the same, are they? I'm going to leave myself some space here, and then I'm going to go down and do that. These are roughly all the same length, are they not? Okay. And then for this one, I think I'll go out and around. So we've done 4 of these curvilinear lines, all roughly the same length, okay? And let me zoom in so you can see this. What I'm going to do is start close to one of them, and I'm going to draw a very similar curve as long as it stops. Check this out. It stops with the point at the end. See how it gets narrower right there towards the end? Same on this side. Check it out. Up and over and there. And there. And again, we're going to do that over here. Around and there. Very, very interesting. It's a character, says Nushin. Well, it is certainly a character. An animal nose, a torch. There were all kinds of interesting guesses as we were moving along. Okay. Now we get the biggest clues. From this corner, I'm going to come in with a curvilinear line like that. And then from there, I'm going to come up and over. See how it kind of fills in and follows the curve of that line and the curve of that line? Same on this side. We're going to come in and out like this. So we come in and then we follow back out. Aha! And right here, narrow V, narrow V. Okay, and in between these two eyes and slightly below, we do a wider V. And then here we go 1, 2. Aha. Now, what we have done is we have drawn a little alien character. And this opens up the door for all kinds of possibilities for you to customize this and make it your own. You could give it 3 eyes, you could give it little weird ears and horns and add some antenna, add some legs or arms or whatever. Make a different kind of spacesuit, right? Add a little hat. Give it some kind of a weird space tool of some kind that likes to carry around with it, some kind of a zapper, I don't know what. All right, but that is what we wanted to do today, is a cute little alien character, okay, with simple shapes. Fun, simple, customizable. That is the You Draw It section of the show. And it is time for us to move on to who made that. So here is your clue for today. Let's zoom in and take a close look at that. Now, it's up to you to tell me the famous artist who has created this painting, and I will reveal the entire painting in a moment. And if you haven't done Who Made That before on this show, you tell these artists who have done all these iconic and interesting paintings and drawings and even sculptures throughout the years. This person just happens to be one of my favorites. That'll be fun. And there is a connection to what we just drew, because this artist has done, this artist is no longer alive. That's another clue for you. So many paintings that were science fiction and having mostly to do with spacecraft and space habitation, you know, like humans going out into outer space and having colonies and so on, and spaceships and all kinds of neato stuff. All right, so those are all the clues I'm going to give you. That's too many already, isn't it? Who do we have? No guesses today. Interesting. So I have stumped you all. Perhaps I've stumped you. All right, let's reveal it. Are you ready? John Berkey. There is our friend John Berkey. Look at this beautiful painting. Now, before we talk about John, let's just zoom in for a moment. I want you to notice something special about John's painting. All brushwork. And one of the things that John is famous for is having this more painterly, brushy, visible brush strokes, right? More impressionistic sci-fi paintings, right? Yeah, that's something you just didn't see much before Mr. Berkey. So here we go. American artist known for his space and science fiction themed works, naturally. His style has been evaluated as at once realistic yet impressionistic and abstract. There you go. And his spacecraft designs as being distinctly elegant yet clearly technological. And this is my favorite thing, because I agree with this. More inspired by luxury yachts and manta rays than NASA. How about that? Now, check it out. You do see the call out here to nautical vehicles, n'est-ce pas? We see that rudder there, whatever you call that, and this design does look very much like a boat or yacht, and this maybe being sort of like a sail. Now let's take another look at this. Holy cow, another cool spaceship. And this also I wanted to show you all because, again, the sort of impressionistic brushstrokes are plentiful in this example. Look at the sky treatment, right? The sky, the cosmos, all that brushwork, lots of color, lots of raw, rough, kind of dashed off, seemingly, brushstrokes in these very beautiful paintings. Now, Mr. Berkey did actually do some concept art and poster art for some films and so on. I know he did some Star Wars things. And he was famous for, I believe, a postage stamp that he painted of Elvis, which I am not familiar with. I need to look that up. But there you go. That is Mr. John Berkey, and he is today's Who Made That artist. If you're not familiar with John Berkey's work, look him up, check it out. I think you will love it. One of the cool things is on his own website, you can see very high resolution. What do you think? Let's see. Sid Mead, Sam was going to guess, and that would have been a really good guess. Sid Mead would have been a very good guess. And yeah, you can see the manta ray mouth. Absolutely. Check out more of his work, and you're going to see all these references to boats and sea creatures and things in the design of the ships that he makes, the spaceships and so on. There you go. That is who made that. Why don't we bring back our little alien buddy? Now you see the connection, the sci-fi connection for today. And we're going to move on to the animal and activity. Whoops. Okay, do you hear that, folks? That is our alarm for Appreciation Station. Today, by the way, we are appreciating our good friend Gareth. Gareth, thank you for joining us for the show. And you might not remember, this was a long time ago. I was trying to get my pet jaguar to play fetch, and he just lay there like a lump, and I was just really getting upset about it. You were visiting for the weekend. You said to me, Kyle, maybe he's just depressed. And so you went to the board game cabinet, and you got out the checkers, and after a few games of checkers, holy cow, you were right. Jaguar was up, chasing down those tennis balls left and right, and was really happy again. And that's when you told me that old saying, checkers for jaguars, chess for baboons, poker for lions, and bridge for the loons. Which, of course, everybody knows now, but when you said it, well, that was just a new thing, right? And you've done all that animal research to figure that out. So bravo to you. Thank you for that moment of joy for me and for my pet jaguar. That all worked out really great. So I want to appreciate you today, and all of us appreciate you. Thank you very much. And now it is time for the animal and activity game, where you will suggest for me an animal that I will draw doing something peculiar, strange, unexpected, bizarre, weird. As an example, in case you haven't been watching this show before, we had a sort of ninja star throwing swan last week, a dinosaur crocheting the week before that. We do all kinds of crazy things, and it's always up to you with your imaginations. And while you're thinking of something, I'm going to grab my nice light blue color to sketch with. And that looks pretty good. Yep, I like that color. I'm in a good frame of mind here to sketch your ideas. Let's see what you come up with today. A water buffalo planting flowers. Holy cow. B, skydiving. Awesome. An otter. Okay, Mayan. What is the otter doing? We need to have an activity for the animal. Okay, dokie. I like this. A water buffalo planting. We tried to draw a water buffalo making pizza, didn't we? Or something at one point. A raccoon fencing. Raccoon fencing. That's an interesting one. What else do we have? A lion bowling. A bowling lion. Okay. We've never done an animal bowling, Mercurial. Don't think. Like that. A dancing otter, says mine. That would be fun. Now, we did do an otter not too long ago, but I do like that. What kind of dance would it be, I wonder? What kind of dance would the otter be doing? Could be disco. That'd be funny. A sloth dancing ballet. We did do a sloth fairly recently, but I like that, Viola. That's cool. All right, well, time is of the essence. We have just a little bit of time left, so why don't I pick one? Let's see. It's been a while since I drew an otter. I'll try and get that one to look right. Do you want to do a disco otter? Let's do disco otter. Let's try it. Okay, so otter, disco otter. So the head shape's kind of long and flat. Get those fat, long necks. And big bell bottom, butterfly collar. Since we're doing disco, it's gonna have a vest on. Okie dokie, so like that. I'm thinking like kind of a Saturday Night Fever. Get the whiskers. Little ears. Yeah, that looks pretty otterish. Ottery, whatever. And let's get that to wrap around the arm there, that vest. And then we need the little bell-bottom otter pants. So how are we gonna do that? Let me think about this pose for a moment. I think I'm gonna go like this. Come down this way and have this leg kind of out and back like that. I think that looks funny. Funny and cute. All right, then we're gonna have that otter tail out the back like that. One little button there. Open the collar a bit, like so. And I think we'll, whoops, hang on a minute. I think we'll take this arm and bring it in just a hair. I know I don't usually do that, but just felt like I wanted the proportions to be a little better. You know what I mean, gang? Okay. Got the disco boots. Could add a bit more flaring out to those pants. Okay, there you have it. Now we have to reduce the opacity, add a layer, grab our dark blue, and here we go. There's that big collar. Up and over. Got a little bit of otter fur there, just so we get a tiny bit of texture. We understand what's going on, right? And there is that puffy shirt. Vest, bell bottoms, woo. Tail. This is why the sketch matters. It's kind of just filling in the pieces of the puzzle at the last second, right, gang? That is how we do it. Boom, 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 boom. There is our ba 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 ba. What do you think? Down to the wire, as always. That was fun. Thanks everybody for joining me. Remember, tomorrow, same time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, we'll have another draw along. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Please remember to be kind, and I'm gonna say ciao for now.